What's going on, YouTubers? Today we are going to look at how to submit your magic cards to Beckett Grading Services, BGS, and the steps you take to get it all packed up, sent out, and ready to go. I know I had to do a lot of research to look into how the heck do I get this graded. I'm primarily a collector. I'm not a player. I enjoy Magic. I play on MTG Arena, but instead of keeping it in top loaders, if I'm looking at a minty looking card, I feel more comfortable in going to a grading service, so that way I'm getting something that's authentic. And for sure I know it's a mint card, and someone on eBay or Card Kingdom can send me something that's below my expectations, right? If Beckett's going to grade it as mint, even though this is not a quad meaning 9.5 all around, but it's still considered 9.5 because the majority of the grades are 9.5s. At least I know I'm getting a mint card. So that's why I primarily collect graded cards. It gives me the security of a real card, because if you guys seen my other video on being hosed on a fake card, there's no deception on the quality of the card and its mintiness. So this would be a 9.5 quad sliver queen from Stronghold. And so, you know, people say don't get modern cards graded. Well, if I'm a collector and I like that card, might as well have Beckett encase it for me. For example, Cavernous Souls foil, 9.5. Market price on a raw card goes for about $80. I picked this up for $99. So a couple more dollars to get a graded card, might as well. So a lot of people say, hey, only pick up cards from, you know, Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, and the Four Horsemen. So, but hey, like this one, Liliana. It's a card that was crazy when the Japanese alternate arts came out, and it's something that I pulled. And I said, might as well get one that's graded, so I know that, hey, it's a gem mint card, quad plus 10, and this is one of my favorite cards here, Arabian Nights Sorceress Queen. So some of this is in my collection. I got some weird cards too. Stalking Tiger. It's a promo card that Magic the Gathering or Wizards of the Coast employees got. And this one, hey, it's graded. Not very many people see this card, so got it. Same thing here. Mirrored Lotus. It was a test card in the Mystery Boosters convention packs. Bought one. I said, nah, you know what? This one looked pretty nice. A pristine 10, a 0.5 away from a black label, meaning that it's all 10s around. This would be black. Might as well, right? Yes, you're paying a bit of a premium, but there's some cards, more modern cards, that you're paying close to the market price. Here you got an Unlimited Demonic Tutor. Another power artifact. Box toppers. Might as well. Right? Got this for market price. Sinkhole, Beta. A Gaia's Cradle had one of these raw and said, they're moving up in price. I picked it up maybe about 2 to 3 months ago. And now the price that I paid for this is what the market price is now. So now it's encapsulated by BGS. Killer Bees, one of my other favorite cards, iconic cards. So let's walk through the steps. So let's say I want to grade raw Mox Diamond. Okay, and let's pretend let's pretend this card is a Mox Diamond. Let's pretend. We're playing pretend right now. So go to Beckett.com. You're going to go to Beckett Grading Services, and there's two forms. There's one for sports and one for gaming. You got to make sure you print out the gaming card submission form, okay? On the top, you fill out your name. The first time you're going to submit something, you don't need to fill it out. First time submitters, you will assign an account number upon receipt of your order. Make sure you fill everything out. If you don't fill everything out, it's going to delay the process. So check here, residential. Fill out your information here, okay? Name, address, city, state, phone, email. Ship via, all right? This is how quickly you want it. The cheapest way is going to be ground. So I'm cheap. I want to make sure that I don't want to spend a lot of money. I'm not in a hurry to get these cards back. If you really wanted to get these cards back quickly, let's say if you want to open something and then, hey, I pulled this, I'm going to get it graded real quick and sell it for a premium, then okay, priority overnight, second day, whatever that looks like. But again, it costs a lot more. Over here, gaming, MTG, Pokemon, Yu-Gi Blow. Sorry, Yu-Gi-Oh players there. Year, let's say core set 20. Let's say we're going to do the Mox Diamond, MTG 1, 1998. Where do I find the year? Look down here, right? 2019, that's where I would put the year. A Mox Diamond, 1998. So 1998. Set name, Stronghold. So that way it's on the label there. You don't want to get that wrong. Card number. So with the older sets, you don't have a card number. With the newer sets, you do. 29 out of 254. So here, if you were to grade a newer card, such as the Liliana, it would be card number 97, okay? So that's where you'll get your card number. And then declared value, I usually list it at market price, and that's going to be used for the insurance coming back to you, okay? So once you fill all that out, and you fill out all your card, your description, and declared value, there's a little box here, total quantity cards that you're going to ship out. And you can use another sheet if you're going to ship out more. The more you ship, the cheaper it gets, right? Here, you got to make sure you check out this box. The first box you got to check out if you wanted the graded numbering system. If you want the centering, edges, corners, numbers graded. When you sell these on eBay, the ones with the subgrades will get you a better price. The ones that don't go for a much lower premium. And that would be the second box if you were to check the second box. They give you an overall grade but no subgrades. All right. So here, grading options and turnaround. Depending on how many cards you want to send, this is how much it is to get it graded per card, right? $25. And again, if you wanted it quickly, 2 days, $60 a card. It better be worth thousands of dollars. And you know, I've been collecting some basketball cards. I do plan on sending some stuff out. There's some Magic cards I'm about to send out. And so, hey, if you want something to sell quickly, like a Zion, and you want to get that out and sell it for a premium, then maybe. But with Magic cards, if you have older cards, I would just go with the 60-day. $25 a card, and again, if you submit a lot more cards, it gets a lot cheaper. But $25 card, yes, that's a lot of money. But that's why you should really only grade the older cards, reserved list cards, because of the pricing alone, just to grade a card. And then if you do have a promotional code, never seen a promotional code in my life, make sure you sign down below. All right, here. Calculating amount to be paid at BGS. So I'm going to submit 4 cards at $25 a card. Okay. Multiply line 2 by 1, you get $100. Oversized item surcharge. Most likely you don't get a lot of those in Magic. You'll get them in basketball. So oversized card, I believe, would be something like a thicker card like this. See it there? Mr. Kevin Durant. But for the most part, 0. Return insurance, see table. There's a second page that prints out when you do print out, and it's the table here. Depending on the total overall value of the cards you send out, that's the fee there. And I'm going to put $12 because let's pretend it's under $1,000. All right. So next is return postage. You're going to see the table. Depending on how many days and what service you pick, how many cards you have, that's going to be the cost of the shipping back to you, okay? So let's say the cost is $26 because I want ground service, which is the cheapest, and I sent out 13 cards, right? $26. There we go. Texas residence. Fortunately, I don't live in Texas, so that's NA. And then total overall, $138 for 4 cards. Again, Save up the amount of cards you want to send out, so that way it's more cost efficient. On the right payment options, you make sure you fill that out because you got to pay them to get it graded. If you don't get it paid, then they send it right back to you and maybe charge you for postage or give you a call or do something, okay? So that's the form alone. Pretty easy to fill out. It can be kind of stressful at first on your first submission if you do decide to do it, but that's the submission part of it, okay? Second part, let's pretend this is our Mox Raw Diamond, all right? There's some videos that show people put things into a top loader, but on the BGS website, they recommend that you submit it into a Ultra Pro sleeve. Where is my box? I had my box here. Give me 1 second. There it is. Okay, Ultra Pro graded card submission, semi-rigid card holders, okay? And these are the Ultra Pro. And about a whole bunch, so that way I can submit. I've been submitting some basketball cards, so I have 2 submissions going on. One's coming back to me, and I'm going to make a separate video on that. And so make sure you guys handle this. If there's anything on the surface, you could get something light to wipe it away. Don't get something abrasive, so that way it messes up the surface. But when you're looking at a card, you're looking for centering, right? The 4 subgrades: centering, edges, which is the edges here, right? If there's any issues there, corners, and surface. So just making sure the card's centered back and front. There's no surface issues, so shine against the light. You could always use that loop, the one that you use to detect fakes. Look at the corners, look at the edges. So that way you're not wasting money, because if you're sending it to BGS and you're getting a 9 grade, 8 grade, that's a pretty drastic difference on the amount of money or the amount of value that comes back. So a Mox Diamond at a 9 might sell for market price, or a 9.5, better premium. A quad 9.5, even more of a premium, where you get 2 to 3 times the value of market value. 10, a pristine, that could be a 5 to 10 times value. It really all depends. So back at it. Make sure that you get your card, you put it into a penny sleeve nicely, because even putting it into a penny sleeve can damage the corners and the edges. I prefer, so let's look at these 2 different versions where there's different YouTubers that show, okay, I'm going to put this into a top loader, right? My concern with the top loader, even though it seems like it's more durable than a rigid sleeve holder, is that the key to really not have your cards get damaged is for it to not move around. So something in a penny sleeve, let's say in shipment, can easily pop out, right? So whether it comes out of the penny sleeve or it comes out with the penny sleeve, you're thinking about the card getting damaged in transit. So with a top loader, I'd feel uncomfortable sending it to that, even though that, you know, these feel a bit more tougher than these semi-rigid cards. So the reason I like these, and they, you know, BGS does tell you to put these into there, even though they will accept both, I believe, is that it's all about getting these cards not to move around in transit. So you see, look at it. It's really tough for it to come out, and as long as you package it right, and you know, hey, movement of the box is shake and bake, whatever that looks like, it's going to stay in here, right? And so you pack a couple up. Let's say these are all magic cards. You pack a couple up, and you get them all together. And what I like to do is I get a team bag, a large team bag. And might get 1 or several, whatever that looks like. And I put it into the team bag. There you go, right? And that'll even secure it even more. Close it up, seal it, bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Right there. So not only will it keep it secure in there, but now keeps all the Ultra Pro sleeves secured together. Okay. Just as so. So once you got that together, I would suggest you package it in bubble wrap. Right. Let's get some bubble wrap. This one used to be a little holder one, but I ripped off a little piece that kind of packaged something else. But let's say you got one of these, bubble wrap it up, so that way you can give it a little bit more security in there. You know, even wrap, the last one I sent out, I got some of this stuff, some packing material, and wrapped it up even more. Just making sure that, again, when the graders get it, it's easy for them to remove, and at the same time, take it out so that way they can not damage the cards, because cards can get damaged in the process of them trying to remove it out of there. All right, so once it's all packaged, bubble wrapped in. All right, so I'll get a small box, maybe not too small, but small enough to where it'll fit the cards in the team bag in a bubble wrap, wrapped in bubble wrap, whatever that looks like. And let's mess around with it some more. Here we go. All right, make sure that's sealed up in bubble wrap. Let's say they pretend it's in bubble wrap. Stick it in there and make sure you write down their address, okay? Fold it up. Make sure you don't forget this, or else you're gonna send it to them like, what the heck is this? Don't forget your submission form. So we're gonna put that in there. All right, boom. And make sure you don't leave any room. Pack it in with some more packing material. The key is not to have any movement in this box, so as the cards, they don't shift, they don't get damaged in transit. Pack it up. Put your mailing address, or you take it to the post office, and bada bing, bada boom, right? You send it out. And once Beckett receives the box, they actually give you a notification. You go to Beckett.com and make sure you sign up for an account. So that way, once they receive it, they will give you a notification that they got the cards and then the process of grading it. So that's how it is. That's how easy it is, guys. A little pricey, but yes, if you're a collector like I am, it's just an easier way for me to keep something sealed so it doesn't get damaged. And even with the newer cards, if you're gonna get it and put it in top loader and keep it keep it away, might as well put it in a BGS holder, right? That's why I like to shop on eBay, buy things like this. I submitted about 15 cards, Magic cards recently, and I'm going to get those back. I'm making another video on that. And I also submitted some basketball cards. Zion Williamson, if you guys haven't noticed, that guy is going crazy. So it's all about collecting, being happy with your collection. Do whatever you want. Don't listen to all those naysayers. Things like that. All right, guys. So make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, comment below. Hopefully this was informative, and send your cards out to get graded. Thanks, guys.